First off, tell me your name and the company you're with.
My name's Craig Bagwell. I'm with Kelly Williams Realty Northwest here in Rome.
What made you decide to get into real estate?
I love helping people, and that's the best way you could do it is to help them get in a home.
What's some of the hardest parts about realty that folks may not realize?
Hardest part's just getting them through the approval process and getting through the financing most of the time.
Is that tougher now than in years past?
It is. They've tightened down, but it's getting a little bit easier again, but still not the way it was about 5 or 6 years ago.
What's some of the positives about making it a little bit tougher for folks to get home?
Well, month of June the month of May we had 0 new foreclosures come onto the market. This past month we had 3. So by making it harder, you're starting to see less and less foreclosures come onto the market, which means that ultimately your prices are going to start coming back up.
I did notice that real estate, local housing average prices have went up drastically over the past few months. Why do you think that is?
Same thing. You're seeing less foreclosures and distressed properties, so you're starting to see home prices rise.
What is an average day in the life of a real estate agent like?
Average day, spend about the first 3 to 4 hours lead generating, finding buyers for my listings, finding things of that nature, and then the afternoons usually tend to be out showing and listing property.
What do you enjoy most about it?
I just love it all. I just got back from vacation Sunday, and I think it was the first vacation I've ever took that I was looking forward to getting back to work.
What did you do before the housing?
I've been licensed since 2002, and during that time I've always kind of done it part-time. The last 2 years I've been full-time. Before that, I was on staff at West Rome Baptist Church.
Coolest story you've ever had about selling a house?
Coolest story ever selling a house? Probably not the coolest story, but one of the most that sticks out was out showing a mother and her daughter some houses, and we'd set it up with the agent and walk into the house, and I always go in first, in case there's animals, whatever, pop up, and the owner was laying on his couch just naked, and so we made a quick turnaround and got out of there pretty quick.
Nice. Shows like House Hunters, is that anything like it, or does that make your job a little bit more kind of like cops or police officers?
It makes our clients think they know a lot more than they really do, and yes, it does help, and I admit I'm a big fan of all the different flip and flop and house hunters. At the same time, there's reality in different locations, and it's a little bit tougher here to see what you're seeing there.
What makes you different from all other realtors?
What makes me different is just my customer service. I'm not a pushy person. I'm not going to try to put you in something that you don't want. And what I always tell people is, if you're happy about where you live, you're going to tell people who your agent is. If you're not happy, you're going to tell people who your agent is. So I'd rather them be happy and tell good things about me than negative.
What do you do in your spare time?
Spare time, I have 6 kids, so we stay busy with sports and church is about it.
What is it about Rome and Floyd County? Obviously, you see it all with selling houses and every aspect of it. What is it about Rome and Floyd County that you decided this is where you want to work, this is where you want to raise a family?
I was born and raised in Rome. I've been here all my life. And, I see other places, you see other places like Cobb in Atlanta where, a house sits on the market for 2 hours before it sells and sells for $600,000 or $700,000. Here in Floyd, it's not that case, but, there's just something about being at home here.
What can we expect from the housing market, in your opinion, over the next year or so?
Well, in the next 4 months, we typically follow behind the Cobb in Atlanta area 6 months. So when they crashed about 6 months later, you started seeing the housing crash here. Well, now it's just crazy down there, just the way they're selling, and we're starting to see that. So in the next 4 months, you're going to see a lot of houses come on the market in Floyd, and you're going to see a lot of prices rising.